Today, not one, but two incredible figures from Todd McFarlane. Let's take a look. Today, folks, I've got not one, but two offerings from the Todd Father. This is the first one, obviously. It is from the Multiverse Collection, Firestorm McFarlane Collector Edition. This is from Crisis on Infinite Earths, one of the best series ever. There's a cool little piece of artwork on the back. And of course, there's the figure in the pack. We're going to take them out, don't worry. Take a closer look at this bad boy. And we've also got Hawkman. This thing is heavy, it's beefy, and it looks great in the box. I'm sure it's going to look even better in hand. It's got the wings back there behind him. Another cool little piece of artwork on the back. And now they're coming with this little stand, the DC stand, with a little backdrop card that plugs into it if you want to use that. But let's get these things out of the packaging and take a closer look. Let's start with Firestorm, okay? Thanks for sticking around. Be right back. So after about 5 minutes of cutting and snipping, because Todd loves his little plastic holders to keep his figures in place. Now I'm not taking the base out because I'm not going to use it, and likewise is the card in the back, because I'm just going to keep it in because I'm in box. And then there's a little disc down there with the peg if you want to stand him up. But he's going back in the box. But I did leave the other effects pieces and lots of extra hands, gripping, pointing, a couple of fists, some with his effects. Now his power is molecular manipulation, so he can turn anything into something else, which can make him potentially the richest hero certainly in the DC universe, if not everywhere, because he could take literally he could take a bowl of cereal and turn it into gold if he wanted to. But here's the figure, which is why we're really here. So let's get Ronald, I believe that was his name, Ronald Raymond for some reason. I like this. This figure is really, really well done. He's got, obviously, this is what comes out of the box. So he's got this little energy effect there, and then I think this one's pretty cool. So I put him in a quick little hovering or flight stand or pose. But looking at the figure, let's get him up here and hopefully we can focus this close. Trying something new with the camera. There he goes. He's got the white eyes, got that flame effect, orange and reds, and a little bit of yellow in his hair, which is what he looks like. He's a hothead. And then likewise, the effect pieces they're pretty cool. And these hands, these just stay attached to each hand. So if you want a regular fist, you pop this one off, put just a plain fist in there, and then you're good to go. The uniform itself is nice because these little straps are actually layered. And if you can see up there, they're not painted on, they're actually, sculpted onto the figure, which really makes a level of realism, and I just think it really makes it look nice. The belt. Not a whole lot of paint for what's going on. You got this reddish orange. This is almost like a brown mustard color, but it fits and it looks really good. And I'm happy with this figure. Todd's all about the toe articulation. You can move them around. It's standard. I usually don't show how things move. I just put them in a pose to show you guys. I did notice that the torso up here is a little bit tight, and that's not a bad thing. But his joints on the elbows and wrists were pretty loose. But again, it's going back in the package, so it doesn't really matter what they do. So there's Firestorm. Tell me in the comments what you think. Are you looking for this one? Have you already picked it up? And if so, what do you think of him? I think it's pretty nice. Let's get him back in the box and then get Hawkman out here and take a closer look at him. All right? Stick around. So after another struggle cutting him out of his plastic prison, there's Hawkman on the table. The only accessories really, the wings and then his mace. So they're already attached to the figure. And I'll talk about that in a minute. And then, of course, he's got his DC stand and his card, so you can display that behind him, I guess, for a little diorama if you so choose. But here he is, and this is a home run. Besides, I had to really work hard to get the wings plugged in to the back, but once they get in there, you can see they hinge up and down, which they should. He's a Hawkman. He flies, and really like what they did. The hair itself is soft. and pliable, so it doesn't really hinder the articulation. Now the head only goes back itself so far, but he's got a decent arch right there. So if you wanted to get him in flying poses, you can. If you want to put him on a stand or hang him from a wire or whatnot. I don't have that problem. He's going back in the box when I'm done with him. But nice job. Got that gold, the black, and the eyes are whited out. He's got a little bit of a shadow. I don't know if you can see it. They did paint some with the distance and put a little chest hair on him, and same thing with the forearms. Sorry, my camera's rocking. I'm hitting the... I put his mace, and he's got this 2 different gloves, just a standard brown glove on the left hand, and then this heavier duty one with the little tassels painted in there, and that's his mace. Just basic brown handle and silver. Might try to repaint that. Actually, there is some color when the light hits it. Look at that. Like blues and golds almost on the different points. I didn't notice that till just now. Moving down, he's got his little hawk belt, the gold buckle. I don't think there's too much going on. Let's move the wings back. Yeah, just a little harness for obviously to strap these on. He's got some pouches sculpted in, but all one color. This kind of forest green, evergreen, if you will. Moving down to the pants and the boots, the gold buckle. And once again, Todd's got the articulation on the toes and the rocker and all that happening. And the wings will go back like that far and then come around almost to sort of towards the front. So you can, and they will go up and down here also, pivot up and down. So very, very cool. It's heavy. And again, putting these things in, I put the left one in first. Well, actually the right one. I guess, what is this? Facing it from this side, it's his left shoulder blade. So, and I just had a hell of a time getting both of them plugged in tight. But once they're in there, they're in there. Now I just got to worry about getting them out. And I did mention the insignia on his little strap there on his chest. So very cool. I'm happy. Happy with both. Well, I put Firestorm back in the box. I ordered these directly through McFarlane. Only took about 5 days between ordering and showing up at my doorstep, so that was cool. Thanks for that, Todd. Appreciate you. New York Comic Con's happening as we speak this weekend, so I'm hoping we hear about some new reveals. I heard tale that he's going to debut some of his sports stuff, the NFL things, and I think there's supposed to be at least 1 or 2 Miami Dolphins. If it's 2, it's got to either be Tua or Hill. Tyreek Hill. It's probably Hill, but we'll see. Anyway, there you go. There's Hawkman. Got to show you Firestorm. Hope you guys are having a great day. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to all of Gary's Grails videos. I appreciate you so much. And remember, guys, your Grails are out there. Go find them. See you next time. For more Gary's Grails content, look for me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, always on YouTube, or email me at garysgrails@gmail.com.